Hello and welcome to the weekly tarot focus. I'm using the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. Spirit, what guidance do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to focus on this week, please? Message 33. That's the master teacher number. What message do you have that you want to share? There were several readings recently that talked about messengers, right? Um, we all have a message. We all have strengths. We all have um, knowledge and wisdom that we can share with others. And there is a need right now. There's a want and a desire from others to want to share and listen to those messages from others. Okay, so what do you have? Let's see what the reading says. But what what do you have to offer all of us? Right? We want to know. And soulmate number 49, which is 13, which is 4, which is about foundations. Um, is there a soulmate in your midst? A soulmate doesn't have to be romantic. Um, we'll get some reading, or we'll read this card, but let's see what the rest of the uh, reading has to offer for us. Spirit, what guidance do you have for the collective for this weekly tarot focus, please? The Chariot, movement. Um, are you not moving? Is there somewhere you need to go? This is knowledge and wisdom in this chariot. That's what drives this chariot forward. Um, and you're the one, right? Your energy, which is an empress, or I'm sorry, an emperor energy, is what drives it forward. So we'll get clarification on that. The Ace of Wands, action, right? What action are you needing to take? Are you needing to take action on what you need to share? Are you moving forward on stuff that you want to share with others? And Judgment, it's a crossroads. Um, you have two major arcana and an Ace of Wands, which is pretty darn close to a major arcana in what you don't see coming. So there's an action, um, movement, and a crossroads, right? So there's some big energy this week, right? Um, Lots of energy from this past solstice, from this full moon in Capricorn. There was the Sun, Venus, and Mercury in Cancer, opposition the full moon in Capricorn, and all that was opposing. I'm sorry, was squaring um, full moon in Lilith and Neptune. Right, so that's a bunch of things happening right now, a bunch of energies, and there's a lot of change going on. You have what you thought you knew, what you thought you felt, what you thought something was, what maybe something was becoming, is now all changing, right? You're getting little bits of information, little breadcrumbs of information here and there, and sometimes it's clouded and sometimes it's confusing. So maybe that's why you're not seeing the movement or not seeing the action or not seeing the crossroads. And that's perhaps the message that needs to get out, and it's not coming out right now because you're not seeing it clearly. So let's see what else the reading has. How are you showing up? The Page of Cups. So you have a message, right? This is a message of love. Um, and you have the soulmate card here. So perhaps for some of you, there is a soulmate in your midst, right? And a romantic soulmate. And maybe you want to, maybe you're not seeing seeing it, right? That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting that there's no movement on it and you don't know it's a crossroads. But let's keep going, okay? I don't want to get too ahead of myself. The challenge is the Queen of Swords, is truth, right? She can cut through the BS like no other, right? She knows the truth, but she's also a nurturer. She'll nurture the truth and she'll nurture herself and she'll nurture others. Excuse me. So maybe there's some truths from your past that are um, clouding your energy right now, right? Your recent past is the King of Swords. So some more truth, right? You found out a truth, and now you're nurturing yourself with that truth. Um, and that's that you need to do that, right? We need to nurture ourselves and we need to take care of ourselves. But this being your challenge, either you're not wanting to do that for yourself or you don't know how and you can ask for help. Okay? Your near future is the 10 of cups, is happiness, right? So all this is leading to happiness. This is complete happiness, right? This is wish fulfillment. And your overall energy is a 6 of swords, is moving forward, right? Moving from choppy waters to smoother waters. And look at that full moon, right? We just had the full moon in Capricorn. And that full moon was about um, um, all full moons are about getting releasing what no longer serves you, right? And Capricorn is hardworking, right? Um, and it was about your achievements and ambitions and emotional security. So this message right here is telling me that you're there is an opportunity to change something that has to do with the soulmate, right? And there's a message possibly that needs to be either realized or shared. Okay. So let's get some clarification. Let's get some clarification on message. Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this message? Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Wow, knights, right? 3 nights in a row. And the knight that's missing is the Knight of Cups. Because, okay, so first you have movement, right? The knights are about movement. You got fast movement, slow movement, and pretty fast movement. So you have from fastest to slowest, right? The slow and steady wins the race. But this is a movement on truth. This is a movement for taking action, and this is a movement on your foundation, right? On your resources, on could be financial security, right? So all this is movement, and you have the Chariot here. So this message is about movement, some type of movement forward, right? It could be about these truths that you learned, right? That you're nurturing yourself with right now. So what I was gonna say before I stopped myself is that you have 3 nights, right? And what's significant is the one that's missing, and the one that is missing is the Knight of Cups. And the reason that the Knight of Cups is missing is because you are the Page of Cups, right? You're not at the Knight stage yet for this message of love, right? You're working on it. And you need, there's some truths here that you need to um, I don't know why aspire came to my mind, and that's not the word. If it is for somebody, um, then that's why I said it, because if something comes to my mind, I need to say it. So this message of love that's not quite a night yet, you're still working on it because there's some truths here. Let's get some clarification on that Queen of Swords. Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this Queen of Swords? About this truth? The Moon, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you see the Moon, right? You have the wolf and the dog, and you have the crustacean, right? And so you have light and shadow, and you have the moon, right? The moon is shining brightly down. There's like a decision that needs to be made. And you have the crustacean, and you have a road, and there's pillars, right? So there's movement. So I'm getting like a like a stuck feeling, right? There's a pause, and but you need to move. This truth is about moving to higher ground. You see how the everything is all tidy, right? This is what you've accomplished so far, and you're moving to higher ground. And there's that Ace of Cups at the top, right? And on another offering of love, right? And you need to see it. And there's another moon, right? And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about work. So there's work that needs to be done. That you need to work on that truth, right? Maybe there were some secrets, right, that are needing to be revealed because you need to move to that higher ground, right? So there's still work to be done. Let's read this soulmate card. I want to see how that ties in. Number 49. I think it's the last card. No, here it is. A significant partnership, soul connection, and the meeting of kindred spirits. Drawing the card means you have met a soul connected relationship. While this can indicate a romantic connection, it can also signify any relationship meant to work together on a soul level. This partnership is special. Learn from each other, be good to each other, and be in gratitude for the connection. Even our perceived adventures, I'm sorry, even our perceived adversaries are profound soulmate connections. You can always draw another card for clarity around the purpose of your connection. Meditate on this symbol when you want to connect on a deeper level with on a deeper soul level with friends, family, or companions. Um, so there is some kind of soulmate connection here. There's a truth. Because you have the king and the queen of swords, there's a truth, right? There's some truths that need, this is a partnership, right? And you had the soulmate card, which is a partnership. But there's a message, right? And there's an action that needs to be taken for this crossroads, right? And there's still work that you need to do. So it's okay to not jump into something real quick, right? So take your time, work on those truths, right? So that you can take action on the crossroads with this message that you want to share. Okay, collective? Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share this with anyone you think you might need to hear this. Anyone you think might need to hear this, okay? So until next time, collective, have a good week.